Have you ever dreamed of making your first million, 5 million, or even 10 million in Albion? Because I'm going to change how you view economy. Let's get started. Refining is one of the 3 core activities in Albion, alongside gathering and crafting. You take raw resources like hide, ore, fiber, stone, or wood, process them into refined materials like leather, bars, cloth, blocks, or planks. They're used in crafting weapons, armors, tools, and even buildings. Refining sits right in the middle of the resource chain. You either gather the raw materials or you buy them from the marketplace, refine them and use them, or sell the refined goods. So where do you get the raw materials? You've got 2 options. You can gather them yourself from the open world, or you can buy them straight off the market. If you're gathering, every zone has different tiers and type of resources. For example, a black zone gives access to higher tiers like tier 7 and tier 8, but they're full loot PvP areas. So if you're playing it safer, blue and yellow zones still let you farm T2 to T6 safely. Always check the map for the resource icon and the tiers before heading out. Each royal city specializes in one refining bonus. Martlock equals hide, Fort Sterling equals wood, Thetford equals ore, Limb equals fiber, and last but not least, Bridgewatch equals stone. Refining your materials in the correct city grants you a plus 40% return rate bonus. For example, if you're refining hide, go to Martlock. If you don't use the correct city, you may not profit at all. Not all refining stations are equal. Every station is player owned, and some players set higher usage fees to catch lazy players. Avoid this. Always press N, highlight the refining station you need, and look for the lowest usage fee. Make sure you're checking the usage fee, not associate fee. Check the station has enough food and crafting capacity. You can check this at the station, otherwise you won't be able to refine at it. Before you can refine higher tier materials, you need to unlock refining on the Destiny board. Start by refining tier 2 resources to unlock tier 3 refining. Then work your way down the Destiny board. Faming up through refining is slow, but every tier unlock lets you refine higher and eventually use less focus with better spec. Focus boosts your resource return rate from around 36% to 53.9%. In the right city, of course. But it's limited. You only get 10k focus per day with premium. And it caps at 30k, so make sure you use your focus either daily or every 3 days so you don't overcap your focus. So use it wisely, ideally on 4.3, 5.3, 6.2. Also, the more you refine a specific tier and the materials, the higher your specialization goes. The higher spec equals lower focus costs equals more silver. Here's how a typical refining run looks. Let's say we have 100 tier 3 planks and 200 tier 4 wood in Fort Sterling, of course. With focus, we refine them into T4 planks, and it gets 216 pieces back thanks to the 53.9 return rate. And as you refine higher tier resources, you're going to need to use more raw materials as you go. Let's say you spend 36k on materials, 200 tier 4 wood, 100 T3 planks. With 53.9% returns, only 46.1% of your materials were actually used. That means essentially you're refining 216 planks. If 216 planks sell for 54k, then boom, you made 18k profit. Don't refine without focus unless you're grinding spec. Focus almost always makes you money. It is your profit. Quickly going to bring up transmuting. What transmuting is it lets you enchant resources up a level, like turning 5.2 into 6.2. But I would only do this if the cost is cheaper than buying the higher tier enchanted mats directly. You can find this under the Transmute tab at any refining station. I don't really recommend this early on. As you level up, this really doesn't help you much. But once you get into higher materials, sometimes this can save you money. That's it for the refining basics. I know it was a lot, but I hope this helps you start turning your mats into silver. And if it did help, drop a like and a sub. I'll be doing a basics to gathering and a basics to crafting video, depending on what all you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Albion.